Mental health quotes can help you feel peace of mind if you're struggling, or they might help you understand someone else's mental health struggles. You often see mental health quotes as you are scrolling through social media, but making the choice to pause and be curious and analyze a mental health quote may actually lead to a personal breakthrough, or at the very least, increased empathy for someone else's struggles. In this video, we're going to analyze a mental health quote from an unknown author. The quote is, "No, it doesn't work that way. I can't just wake up one day, say, oh, I want to be happy and be happy. Believe me, I've tried." If you watch this video to the end, you're going to understand how you can take some practical action steps to apply this mental health quote to your life in the next 24 hours. My name is Mike Veny, and my company, Mike Veny Inc., owns a website called lovelyrefinement.com, which is a women's mental health site. And this quote comes from an article on the site titled 15 Mental Health Quotes That Make You Feel Less Alone. I invite you to read the full article by clicking the link in the description. Again, the quote from this unknown author is, "No, it doesn't work that way. I can't just wake up one day and say, oh, I want to be happy and be happy. Believe me, I've tried." Powerful. So let's dive in to this quote here. The question that I asked myself is, do affirmations work? Do positive affirmations work, yes or no? And I don't know. I think the answer is actually yes and no. And different people will have different answers for you. But it actually leads me to another question. What's the difference between mental health challenges and serious mental illness? The answer to that is it depends on who you ask. Serious mental illness includes conditions that make it impossible to function and live a normal life. They make it just impossible. Whereas mental health challenges can be everything from stress up to almost serious mental illness. And again, it's a subjective question, but that's basically the understanding in my mind. But both, regardless of which one you're talking about, both are confusing, complex, and frustrating. And we don't like things that are confusing, complex, and frustrating. No, it's more than a bad mood or poor attitude. So you can't just expect someone who is struggling with mental illness to start saying positive things to themselves and it gets better. It doesn't work like that. And oftentimes we want things to work like that, right? Well, if you just start, praying every day or do this, it doesn't work like that. Mental health challenges are confusing, complex, and frustrating. And that's why we have trouble even talking about it. So that's one side of the coin on do affirmations work. In that sense, no. When it comes to serious mental illness and certain mental health challenges, unfortunately, no. But there are situations from which they do work. There's this book that I've talked about on other videos called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself by Shad, Helmstetter. And it's a great book. It's a really great book. And he talks about the fact that we all have conversations with ourselves in our mind all the time. If you pause this video and you just listen to what's going on in your mind, there's a conversation going on. And it's important to be aware of that. And also, saying positive affirmations can actually change your thinking. There is proof around that. But you need to be in a healthy mental state for that to happen. So, for example, I do affirmations for the most part nowadays every other day or so. And I might say something like, my YouTube content will really help someone who is watching. I'll say that to myself to get myself focused. My YouTube content will really help someone who is watching. Now, it doesn't take away negative thinking completely, but it puts me in the right mindset. But when my major depressive order is acting up and I'm spiraling or have to be in the mental hospital because of the intensity of it, there's no way an affirmation is going to help me. There's no way an affirmation is going to help me. So it's really important to understand that affirmations work and they don't work, but it really depends on the mind state that you are in, and it's not a clear thing. So that's what I got from this quote, whose unknown author said, No, it doesn't work that way. I can't just wake up one day and say, I want to be happy and be happy. Believe me, I've tried. So think about that quote. Now I want to ask you, what is your next step? What will you commit to doing in the next 24 hours to apply this quote to your life? Please leave a comment below and let me know. And you can start your journey towards better mental wellness by taking my courses on OpenSesame.com. They are short, useful, and I'm proud to say that they're helping lots of people around the world. Again, go to OpenSesame.com, type in my name, Mike Veny. You'll see my course catalog come up. You can take individual courses, or even better, get a subscription and have access to their 25,000 plus courses in their wonderful catalog. You can learn more by clicking the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.